welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Week Ahead. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Sunday night, November the 20th, 2011, 4:45 p.m. Eastern. You're looking at the dollar index right there. And I'll tell you, things are not looking very good. Over the weekend, nothing got done. Republicans, Democrats in the United States still can't get their act together on this deficit cutting, revenue raising. And it looks like it's not going to get done. I got to tell you, I think the U.S. is going to be threatened by a downgrade in the coming days, if not tonight. European Commission saying they're going to issue Euro bonds right now as we speak. Euro's not even ticking up on that. Who's going to buy them? Who's going to back them? It's really a study. It's not necessarily the fix. So we'll see when more information comes out on this developing story. Nothing can save the euro, in my opinion. Nothing. I just don't know what would happen. What would the euro value of the euro for all these sovereign wealth funds, for all these central banks that have diversified into euros? What would happen? Would they get a percentage of Deutschmark and francs? I don't know. Third base. So, anyway, really nothing over the weekend as far as good news. If anything, it's bad news. And I'll tell you, we're going to look at some of these charts, and they look terrible. The weekly charts, in my opinion, are giving it away. And I've been in this business a very long time, almost 20 years. And I'm telling you, I've seen runs into Thanksgiving absolutely, both ways. Where you're sitting at Turkey Day and you're excited because your portfolio's up so much, the market's ripping, or you're talking about how bad things are. And let me tell you, Thursday, the markets could reverse in a major way, or like continue the meltdown and then maybe reverse. This week is known for its volatility. And on top of that, we have levels in the charts that look terrible. Breakdowns. We got momentum coming, people. Momo. Get your hard hats on. Get ready to rock and roll this week. The bear is fucking... the bear's back. Oh, baby. That was not good. It's a shame I don't edit. No soup for me. Sorry. Anyway, look at the dollar index. Whatever. Get over it, people. None of your kids should be listening to me anyway. Looking at the economic numbers coming out this week, to me, again, it's more about the headlines coming out of the Eurozone or Iran or Israel, or the volcano in Mexico. I think that just happened just a couple hours ago, I think. But other than that, the news is not good. Markets are jittery, and I believe hedge funds also are getting out of their commodity bets big time. Some of the top hedge funds liquidating their commodity bets. Gold looks bad. They're selling everything, and that's when you know there's momentum coming. So again, as far as numbers that can come out this week that could change things up, well, there are some later in the week. Wednesday's a big day. But to start the week, really not much. Japan trade balance. Minutes from the BOJ. Big deal. Japan knows they can't do anything. And I'll tell you what, if the U.S. debt is getting downgraded, dollar yen coming back down, baby. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, yeah. U.S. existing home sales tomorrow. I mean, the numbers have been better out of the U.S. Their numbers certainly have been getting better. Absolutely. Enough to turn the market around? No way. But existing home sales is the big number. Remember that represents 90% of the U.S. housing market. New Zealand inflation expectations on Monday, Tuesday their time. Maybe. Look for a weak number. A lot of the inflation numbers have been very light, except for Canada. That was a good one. Oh, baby. Euro Canada. I still like it short. But they're selling commodities, and I got to tell you, this dollar Canada looks like it wants to fly like the wind. Oh, baby. To the moon. So we then turn to Tuesday for a possible turnaround Tuesday, maybe. Markets could reverse. And see that dollar index? Looks like we can get there. U.S. GDP, probably preliminary, should be maybe on the upside. Remember, trade balance numbers, I think, were better in that respect. A lot of the numbers, a little bit better. People have been upping the GDP estimate. So this probably will be a good number. Problem is the global economy slowing down just when a time when the U.S. economy is perking up. That's still not good for things going forward. FOMC minutes, that could be interesting, coming out on Tuesday also. Again, nothing new there. They're pushing on a string and they know it. Chinese, we got flash. HSBC manufacturing, that's on Wednesday, their time. And we got flash manufacturing services PMI also out of Eurozone, France, Germany. Big. That's our first glimpse of seeing how the manufacturing sector in the Eurozone is collapsing. Germany has slowed down markedly, and I think we're going to see bad numbers there. So we can see the euro starting to tumble on Wednesday going into Turkey Day. You need to start to strategize, people, on how the week's going to ebb and flow. You know, nothing goes down or up in a straight line. The key is trying to time it in a way with the motion. Where are we going to bounce? When are we going to start rolling over again? What's going to cause it? Who are these guys? Well, you go with them. But in looking at it, again, U.S., Wednesday, durable goods, unemployment claims, core personal consumption expenditure, personal spending, personal income, University of Michigan revision, crude inventories, natural gas storage, dogs and cats living together, a litany of data. Oh, baby. That's going to be a big day. That's going to tell all. And I think we go into a tailspin when we see, again, the U.S. numbers not so bad, but the European global numbers collapsing. And the market goes out weak, yada, yada, yada. And the world loves to mess with U.S. traders on our Turkey Day. It happens all the time. I'm telling you, go back to other Thanksgivings and look at the week. Go back to the tape, baby. It's all there. Proof in the pudding. I'm not going to do a few because I don't have time. I did enough blabbing as it is. But again, big week this week. I think the markets collapse. Lots of opportunity. We're going to get to the charts. And again, if you're talking about my premium service people, this is a wonderful time. If you believe that the market's going to sell off and you want to capitalize on it, try my product. 1 week free trial. Only for those that have never tried it before. No soup for the oldies. Sign up, baby. Big week. The Dixie going to break through 79, 50, and maybe, just maybe, I'm not necessarily calling for it, but wouldn't this be something? I mean, there has been almost every year an explosion in the dollar index at some point. On a relative basis, it's sort of due for one, isn't it? And if there's real global fear that's gripping the market, which I think it is, and there's multiple possibilities for more things in the coming days. The debt commission, Iran, heating up. I know I sound like the boy cry wolf, but I'm telling you, things are heating up over there. That Stuxnet virus looks like it was the one that blew up the warhead. They're pissed again, and they will retaliate. Anyway, maybe 87 on a melt up. That's a huge move. That's over 10, 15%. And again, it would take weeks, but maybe it's not going to be a year-end rally. Maybe we're going to have a year-end sell-off and a rally in the dollar index. You never know. You must be prepared for it. People are definitely getting more bearish. I mean, you look at this S&P. Look at that double top. Look at it. That is a nice-looking rolling over top. And we have a lot of charts that look exactly the same on the weekly basis. And look where we're closing on the S&P. New closing low. That does not look very good. This is a new 3-week, 4-week closing low. I think you got to do your fib. And I think certainly we're going to come to these levels for sure. The golden retracement, that's 1160. I think that's almost 55 handles on the S&P. Easy. We break this air down to the 50% retracement. That's 1186. That's about 14, that's 30 handles. Oh, baby, we'll take it. Going lower. The only way I would get bullish is if we closed above 1300. Then we've taken out this whole downtrend channel line, the double top. And I'll tell you what, if we do melt down, and we do get a year-end sell-off, and we do take out the 61.8% retracement, and we close below 1150, we could easily be talking. That's a new feature. That's pretty cool. I don't know what it is. IntelliCharts did an upgrade today. Software. Easily come down to breaking 1100. Double bottom, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Then 1050. And if you really want to swing it, we could be talking about 900. And then we get the Elliott wave freaks out. Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you. Things get ugly. They get ugly quick. You got all these rapid-fire traders. Things start melting down. Flash crash. Anyone remember? Bueller? Anyone? Hello? Oh, baby. Excuse me. Nasty. Gold. Another one. Can't bust through 1800. Double top. Double dip your pleasure. Hello. How are you? Say goodnight. Look at these charts. I'm telling you. Look at these charts over the weekend. I'm drooling. Drooling. Obviously, something could save the day, but you know what? Stick to the plan. Let me be your wingman. Maybe a turnaround Tuesday, but Wednesday will be disaster. Watch yourself on, Monday, Tuesday. I think we sell off, maybe bounce. Then Wednesday, Tankarama. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Look at this double top. I think this thing easily come down to 1550, 1575, 1600. And then again, you could do your fib. And we're going to sell off so easily, 1636. It's $100. Crude, you want to take a look at a reversal candle? You want to take a look at a picture perfect shooting star? Anyone into that? Candlesticks like me? Bat! Now that is one hell of a good-looking shooting star. How could you be bullish on oil when you look at that chart? The only way is if you're not a technician, right? But my goodness. Oh, baby. And look at this. They ripped through. And again, this is why technicals very important. Because we ripped through it. But you got to be able to be on the lookout. Because maybe it's a fake out. Break it out to break it down. I could see easily a pullback in oil down to like 92. Absolutely. Nice little Fibonacci retracement. Another one. That's the first one. So, again, email info@globalfxllc.com for any information about my premium service, if you're looking for it. Euro, again, it's in this, you look at this chart, and it's in this gorgeous channel down, isn't it? Now, again, that dollar index, same thing. Now, what would you get if the euro did collapse? What would happen if you had euros? Would you get Deutschmarks or percentage of and francs? I don't think so. I think they just become worthless piece of paper you could wipe yourself with. I'm in rare form today, baby. Oh my goodness. Euro to me looks like it's going to come into 130 easy, maybe 132. Confidence is high. $132 easy, 300 pips. Take it. Now again, the question is: do we melt? Do we then take this level out? Do we take out support one at a time? But you look at this channel line; it's gorgeous to the downside. So again, I think 130 easy. You even see your head and shoulders. You got your left shoulder, your right shoulder. It's a little weird, I know, but maybe come down here, break 130, and bounce again. I don't know, but certainly looks like it's coming in. I think you'd also do a Fibonacci from this low to this low to this high, and we're looking at 130. Again, double bottom. Maybe we break it and then reverse. But the euro looks terrible. Terrible. Mas horrible. And this one, I'm telling you, I don't know how the S&P is pulling it off. With all this problems, chaos, and they're still intervening, they're still pushing this sucker higher. Can you imagine if the euro failed? The S&P would fail. They'd be done. I mean, you talk about a run on a bank. They bet the farm on this, pushing this euro up. This looks too good. Weekly does not look like a reversal. No way. Canada, my other favorite. Weekly, I don't know. It's just, it's not ready yet. It's not ready. It's got to be where commodity prices are going up and Europe is going down, I guess. But if I'm right about commodities, I'm a little nervous about this short just because this dollar Canada might explode, which I love. Long. This baby now clearing the tower. In an uptrend, cross to the upside, has not been this crossed in years. Well, it's a fib. Bottoming out. Turn the corner. I think we could head back up, especially if I'm right about commodities. This dollar Canada, say goodnight. Good night. Dollar yen, if there's a downgrade coming, you know what's going to happen. Repatriation, sell everything. They will sell. Absolutely. Look at this euro. Huh? Aussie coming back. Lovely. But dollar yen, I think it comes in. On fear of a U.S. downgrade. Dollar Swiss looks good. I'm not really trading the Swiss franc. Again, I don't like trading a rigged market. But I do look at opportunities, yes, for trades, but I'm not looking to fight the SNB, let's put it that way. Cable, weekly chart busted, rolling over. Look at that. Even though they had good numbers, retail sales were good last week. Look for cable to continue to sell off. Sell on any strength. Euro continuing to pop on that news. We'll see. Maybe the future's open higher. Uh-oh. And listen, if they do rally this market, forget about it. I'm saying in Asia, if they do, don't worry. Pound Aussie. Let's take a look. Weekly chart. Well, if we are going to sell off in the stock market, and this is one of the big risk-off trades, bang. I see no reason why this doesn't go to 163. Double bottomed at 150. You look at this chart. Look at this chart. This thing has not had a major bounce in years. It's a 1 week, 10-year chart. I'm not saying it's going to go back up here, but certainly risk off. Back up to 165, maybe 180. You do your fib. I mean, my goodness, look where it could go. Oh, of course. Now it doesn't. I mean, just from here. Look at that. 190. Ooh. I don't think it's going to happen. Not yet. But if it ever does go, oh boy, to the moon. I'm not going to do the other ones. Running out of time. And the market's open right now. Things are rallying, actually. Euro popping right now, trading up, down a little bit. Aussie rallying also. Son of a bitch. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. But looking at the weekly chart here in this Australian dollar, it does not look very good. Oh, no. And when you take a look, and we break through the golden retracement, say goodnight. 99.17. Come to Papa. Oh, yeah. So I look for this Aussie dollar to absolutely come in. To 99. If it breaks, hello, say goodnight. And again, if the S&P breaks, this thing should break. And then we're talking back down to 95. Easy. Easy. New Zealand dollar. Could not rally on any front. This thing stinks. It's popping a little bit now, but it stinks. Look at this. This one is through the golden retracement. So as they tumble one after the other, say goodnight. I'll tell you this Aussie Kiwi. Why don't you look at this one? Hit a big Fibonacci. I think it could be ready. I know the weekly looks pretty good. But you take a look. Right there. Oh, baby. Yeah, it took it out a little bit, but I think it stalls. And again, New Zealand might raise rates. Australia's cutting rates. Doesn't make sense. But this one, that's it. it's toast. All right, people. Team, I'll see you back in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, give me. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, info@globalfxllc.com. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/voice of Forex. I'm Voice of Forex on Facebook. And I'm Voice of Forex on YouTube. Oh, baby. Andrew Spanton. Big week ahead. Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need, who truly loves to make you money. Have a good night and week. Happy Turkey Day. Best to you and your family. Bye-bye.